Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Two are going to throw. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good. Starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
from 17 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Another catch there for Waddle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we've got a good... The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision. To bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Stafford here.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on second and 10. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, it's off.
Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 54 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ray McCloud to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. Here's a diving catch right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On the give, this is Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. All also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Touchdown, Rams.
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused. He's got a man complete. Past the 20.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
End zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Stafford on first down. Oh, he stays up. Cameron Hayward, what persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Stafford going up top for Cup. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp,
53 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams on one play have taken the lead.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Mixing score, Rams 28, Steelers 21.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Shifts by him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
45 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the give, this is Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, Akers at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. Akers, no gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They snap it to Stafford. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 7 yards the pick up there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Down. Akers. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a run with Akers.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taylor now from the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Newton on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. From the 41, Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
Again, this is White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Newton. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mind.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 8. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Here's Stafford.
Don't get nervous.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Stafford looks to throw again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. My game, my game. Target, 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 target. Hey, Red.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Stafford.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's get this ball back for the alert. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing again is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Woods.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Now Newton. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Single, single.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Slam, slam, slam.
22!
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it will tie our game here in the third. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Another carry for Michelle on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end. He was looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Open man, the tight end Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running out of the gun with White, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
They'll get this underneath to Michel.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty is so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
I smell fear in that offense.
To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Akers. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Stafford. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Stafford. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And Michelle will have the 1st down and more. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 27.
68 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Newton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he will indeed get out of bounds here. So a great start to the drive as they're all the way up close to the 40.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge third down call coming up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Newton to throw. But he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it